Welcome to Football with Cheese. Hope everybody's having an amazing Easter. This is Edge Rusher Rankings. I'm going to have to go quick. This is the deepest edge class I've seen in a long time. It's especially good on day two. Second, third round, you're going to find some really good edge rushers, some starters, or some elite designated pass rushers. I like this class even more when I did my list. I just can't believe how good defensive line is. I could see teams addressing maybe corner or safety or off-ball linebacker in the first two rounds because those positions aren't as strong, and then just third, fourth, fifth round drafting defensive linemen because there's just so many they're going to fall. There's so much depth. So let's get into it. Make sure you're subscribed. Hit the bell for notification so you never miss a video. We're getting closer and closer to the draft. 5 days to go. All right, edge rushers. It's going to be quick here. Abdul Carter, ridiculous athlete. He's got so much upside, only 1 year as an edge rusher. He had the foot injury. It's the only thing concerning. He's either going second or third to the Browns and the Giants. So, unbelievable player. He's going to be in my top three. I got Jalen Walker second. His versatility is why he's number two. He can play off-ball linebacker. He can play edge rusher. If he fails at either one, then he can switch to the other position. Phenomenal athlete. I'll link his breakdown in the description. I went through his whole thing, so I don't need to talk much more about it. Shemar Stewart. So I keep hearing that he's a huge risk, that he's just a phenomenal athlete and the production wasn't there. Okay, true, but he's a really good run defender. So at worst, you're getting a great run defender. If he never is a 12-sack guy, okay, he still can be a good player. But he did lead the team in pressures. So he just needs to do a better job of getting people on the ground. He kind of reminds me of Jadeveon Clowney, who's from South Carolina, if you remember him. I think he's still in the league. Is he on the? I think he's still in the Panthers. But I love Stewart. I think he's going to go higher than people think. He's so gifted. He's got the length, the athleticism, and he's already a good run defender. Mykel Williams is another one. People say he's a risk. He had the injury, a really bad ankle injury, and did not have the best season, but he's a great run defender too. Both these guys, Stewart and Williams, great run defenders. Williams has upside as a pass rusher. He's got the length, athleticism, size. I'm hearing that Atlanta really likes him at 15. We'll see. Donovan Ezeraku, Boston College. Love this kid. High character, so much speed off the edge. He is undersized and may just be a designated pass rusher, but that's okay because he's that explosive. He's got a whole arsenal of moves, and he was so productive for BC this past year. He's under 250 pounds. He's 6'2", but 34-inch arms. And he's 21. He's just a stud, absolute stud. Mike Green, top 15, maybe top 10 talent in this class. He's got some red flags. He's been accused of SA twice, once in high school, once in college. Was suspended at Virginia. Unbelievable motor. Great run defender. Elite pass rusher. So strong for 250 pounds. Plays bigger. Just a heck of a talent. James Pierce, his red flags are more locker room and effort. I've heard him been called lazy. And I read that more teams are taking him off the board and moving him down than Mike Green. A lot of coaches went to bat for Mike Green, apparently. And he does have short arms. Both these guys do. But when you have short arms, it's okay if you're super athletic. Or if you're not a super athlete, you have really long arms because you can use that length to get off blocks. So if you have short arms but you're a freak athlete, you win with speed and athleticism. But Pierce did his best against the worst competition. That's what worries me. But so much speed, unbelievable talent. But I think he's going to go second round. Landon Jackson, Arkansas. Love this guy. Unbelievable motor. His jumps were off the charts. Freak athlete. He doesn't have a good first step. And his hands are just too high. He's 6'6", 270. So he just plays too high. He doesn't have that bend. But he had some unbelievable games against good competition. He's the guy that's probably going to have 11, 12 sacks for you. But all those sacks are going to be in 4 or 5 games. He's going to have some amazing games because he just has such a good motor. But other games, he might just be a guy. So I just like him. I think early second round is where he's going. Okay, I got to pronounce this right. JT Tuimoloau. Tuimoloau? Okay, the more I watch him, the more I love this guy. He doesn't have speed and he doesn't have bend. And if you don't know what bend is, basically it's the ability to dip your hips, go low to the ground without falling down. Have balance. That's why I like my offensive tackles 6'5", 6'6", because of that. Because there's so many 240, 245 pound edge rushers that have bend. So he doesn't have it, but he's got a great power move. He's a very good athlete. He was a 90% athlete. That surprised me. He destroyed Olo Fashanu when they played Penn State in 2023. Fashanu was a top 11 pick last year. I probably should have him higher. And he's probably going late second, early third round, and he'd be a steal there. Nick Skuratin, I don't know what to do with him. He was better at Purdue. Texas A&M had him put on weight like over 280, I believe. And it didn't work for him. He's back down under 260. That's where he needs to be. But he has bend. That's what he has. He has unbelievable bend. He's not the best run defender, but I think he improved there. Let me just say one thing about Skuratin. I don't know how to say his name. I could see him going in the first round, and I could see him falling to the third round. There's a wide range on him. Some people love him. Some people think he's more of a third rounder, like number 3 edge rusher, like good backup. Braden Swinson, stud at LSU, very productive. I don't know why more people don't like him. I think he's a second round pick. He's got great bend. He's got great motor. It's one of those players that I see all these third round grades and I'm like, why? Like, I wouldn't mind if a team's picking 40 took him. He's just that good. I like both these LSU rushers. You'll see. Okay, Princely. All right, I'm going to get this right. Umanmielen. Undersized edge rusher. Very productive. Great length. Needs to be more consistent. And I thought for sure it'd be 7 or 8, but there's so many good edge rushers. Next up, Olufemi Oladejo. He has a high ceiling. Already a good run defender. Needs to work on pass rush moves. Really good Senior Bowl. I would love my Packers to get him in the third round. He could be a steal. All 13 of these guys are just really good. They're all like first or second round talents. It's crazy how good this class is. Jordan Burch is another one. He is 280 pounds, and let me look at him real quick. 34-inch arms. Didn't have the best 10-yard split, so he doesn't have a great get-off, but he's athletic. I think he's a starter on rundowns, and then you can move him inside over the guard or center on pass downs, and he's just quicker than them. That's how I would use him. Savion Jones, maybe the same thing. He has athleticism, get-off, and length. He still hasn't hit that ceiling yet, but maybe I should have him higher. I love this prospect. What a fourth-round steal he would be. Some people have him going there. But the upside, both LSU rushers, I have much higher than consensus. You'll see. All these guys are top 100. All these guys. How many edge rushers are going to be my top 100? Like 30? Okay, not really. Okay, David Walker, Central Arkansas. Competition was bad, but he's a freak. So productive. He's 6 foot, 263. So he's short, but stout. Doesn't have the most amazing get-off, and he's got short arms. And he's almost 25, so why is he this high? Because his film is incredible. Somehow he's just going to be good. I wanted to put him lower. I could not. He's so good. And next we have Josiah Stewart, another designated pass rusher, not a run defender. Real quick get-off. Can't believe he's 17th. Kyle Kennard, I can't believe he's 18th. Length. Doesn't have a lot of bend. I thought he was more 265, 270. He's only 254. Good athlete, not great athlete. Just probably your number 3 edge rusher, but very good bench depth. 3rd or 4th round. So Jack Sawyer just isn't a great athlete. He has terrible arm length, but what a stud at Ohio State. Made the play of the game against Texas. That play actually might have hurt him because you could see how slow he was when he was trying to run down the field on that fumble return. No one was near him, so he scored, but you could tell there's no speed there at all. But he's a try-hard guy, great locker room. Couldn't keep him out of my top 20. Did not really work out, so we don't know how athletic he is. I wouldn't work out if I was him because it probably will be bad. And then, okay, we got to do Q Robinson. For some reason, at Alabama, he only had something like 300 and some snaps, which is a very small number for someone that's going to be drafted. He would be in the 2nd, 3rd round range if he had 2 years of production. But when he was on the field, he was one of the best edge rushers in the entire SEC. He's undersized. He's so quick. He's a designated pass rusher only. But my God, if you're picking there in the 4th round, take a chance on his upside. Because he's got the, let me see. Yeah, he's 33.5-inch arms for someone who's 243 pounds. He's almost 24, but I think the main thing with him is, I want to ask Alabama, why didn't he play more? But who knows? Some others, Fidel Diggs at Syracuse, needs some technique work, but he has the size and the length. Baron Searle has got short arms at Texas. Some people think he's a 3rd rounder. Ashton Gilletti, Louisville, was better in 2023. Very short arms, but can fit a 3.4 or 4.3. Good athlete. Antoine Powell, Ryland, Virginia Tech. Explosive first step. Very short arms. You're going to keep hearing that. That's going to knock some people down. And then, I don't know why it says Ivory. His name is Jared Ivory. Ivy. What is wrong with me today? Jared Ivey had one of the worst workouts I've ever seen an edge rusher have. 20% athlete. But his tape is great. Relentless motor. He's 34.1/8-inch arms, 6'5", 274, 5.1540. Oh, God. But someone's going to take a chance on him on day 3 because he's just got so many good moves. He's so physical. He's so good with his hands. He's just going to be a good player. And he could start. He's just not an athlete. So that is edge rushers. I try to go as quick as possible. Okay, so which edge rusher do you like? Almost every team is going to draft an edge rusher, I'm convinced. There's probably 30 of them that have draftable grades. It's insane. Defensive tackle is next. Make sure you're subscribed. Hit the bell for notifications. Like this video. Just with anyone who loves football, I'm going to be on a podcast on Tuesday night. I'll link in the description. We're starting at 8 Eastern. We're going to do a mock draft. So check these videos out if you have not, and I will see you in the next video.